we're off. Here we go. We are talking about living in Portland, downtown Portland, matter of fact. How's it going? It's Brett Reckamp with the Sadle team here in beautiful Portland, Oregon. I have 5 great reasons and 5 reasons maybe not so good for living in downtown Portland. This is an urban core, obviously. We're the 23rd largest market in the country as far as size, and that includes all of the Portland Metro and Southwest Washington. That is basically Portland when you talk about the metro region. Now, when it comes to downtown living, we're gonna walk and talk just a little bit. I'm on 5th Avenue here in downtown Portland on my way down to Portland Pioneer Square. The region of Portland downtown is essentially west of the Willamette River. We go up north around the Pearl District. By the way, my colleague, Lucas, talked about the Pearl District, took you on a nice tour there. I got a video for that here with the Sadle team. Nice tour of the Pearl District. When it comes to living in Portland, downtown, again, it's kind of an oval. So it's west of the Willamette River. On around I-405, kind of cuts through, back south, down to Portland State, essentially past Goose Hollow, it's called, and then around. So again, an oval. So when it comes to living in downtown Portland, probably the greatest thing about it is just the walkability. I'm here on a random Tuesday in Portland. Never rains here. I'm kidding, of course, but we're in the springtime at the moment, and the weather's not too shabby. I'm gonna take you down to Portland Pioneer Square. I'd say walkability and the downtown vibe. I'm gonna combine 1 and 2. There's 2 great reasons to live in downtown Portland. As far as the prices of the housing units you might consider, they range from 120 grand all the way up to well over several million for some of the penthouses. HOAs are a problem for you when you're getting a condo in downtown Portland. That is one of the negatives, is HOAs can run you a good $300, $500, $600, $700 a month. So tack that onto your condo costs. When you see a condo that only costs you, what, $150,000? You might actually be paying quite a bit more in monthly payments for your condo. So as we bounce back and forth, HOAs, that would be a negative. Walkability, downtown vibe, that is a positive. We are checking things off as we make our way down to Portland Pioneer Square here in the Rose City. Here we are in Portland's living room, we like to call it. This is Portland Pioneer Square here in the heart of the Rose City. It's a beautiful brick kind of rotunda. A lot of times you'll have concerts and events that'll happen here. Giant Christmas tree will take place, the lighting and so forth down here during the wintertime. So if you're thinking about moving to Portland and actually living downtown, you are a hardy soul. I already covered one of the bad things, if you will, 5 cons of living in downtown Portland, and that would be HOAs. That's money, right? That's extra money that you're spending, and that happens really for a lot of condos, even townhomes. You're gonna pay extra for HOAs. The big thing about Portland that you're probably thinking right now is homeless. Yeah, we have a homeless problem. Not unlike any large city. Things have gotten a little better, to be honest with you, after the George Floyd riots of 2020. This place has really run over. We had a record for the number of riots in downtown Portland. So homeless and safety, for sure, are probably right at the top of the list when it comes to cons for living in downtown Portland. If you don't care, then that is your deal, and I applaud you. People are people for the most part. Of course, homeless sometimes comes with drugs and crime. That's something to think about. Definitely at the top when it comes to a negative for living in downtown Portland. We covered HOA fees. You're gonna have small square footages as buildings. Some of these buildings are built in the 1900s. So figure on small square footage to go along with those HOAs. Sometimes you might have a view, that's something you're definitely going to want to try to seek out if you're looking for an apartment or a condo to purchase here in the downtown urban core, but it's going to be small. Moving back to the plus side, we covered a little downtown vibe and a little walkability. I consider that 1 and 2 for the nice things. Now, mass transit is available here in Portland. You can hear it all around me. TriMet does an excellent job, in my opinion. It's an agency that handles buses and max trains here in the Rose City. So if you're looking to get somewhere without your car, you have a decent chance of hitting the max here in Portland. That's a positive. Tom McCall Waterfront Park. Should we talk about that? That is to the west. Absolutely beautiful, the waterfront. It is just one of those cool things in the Rose City. There's no beach or anything like that, but you'll find that's where you'll have blues festivals, all kinds of other things to walk around. It's the waterfront park is just to the west here. You'd almost lump that into walkability as far as the top 5 things for living in downtown Portland, but that for sure is a plus. On the negative end of things, parking. I can relate to this. That's $225 a month for a lot of people who work in Portland. Maybe you're coming here for downtown, just to work. If you live in downtown Portland and want to park, it's still going to cost you. A lot of times you get a discount that you get provided from your building. It could be anywhere from, I don't know, $125, $200, something like that. And you'll be taking that off your rent. If you're a little lucky, you can get that pre-tax, depending on your work situation. But parking is something to consider. Groceries would be one of the negatives. I'm not sure where you're going to buy groceries other than the Safeway. It's the only thing that I know of as far as actually going in and purchasing some groceries. There's just some smaller stores, but there's no Walmart that I know of. There was a Target downtown that got run out or closed, I guess you'd say. That was right around 12th Street. So there's really just not a lot of groceries. You're probably relying on Amazons of the world and delivered groceries, the negative. And I've kind of ran through the 5 negatives. One more positive I would add about living in downtown Portland as we kind of bounce back and forth is you're pretty close to everything. Yeah, you're downtown, and just by definition, that means things are not that far away, whether it be Mount Hood over to the east or the coast, that direction. So 5 really good things about living in downtown Portland would be the downtown vibe, the walkability, the mass transit, proximity to waterfront park, and then the urban living. Enjoying that near natural beauty, not that far away. Some negatives: homeless and safety. That's at the top, and that is something Portland has to work with or work around as we get past that for our reputation. As definitely a big number 1 is homeless and safety. A small square footage, count on that. HOA fees, parking, and then groceries. Those are 5 things that are good, 5 things that are not so great about living in downtown Portland. Want to show you just a little bit of the beautiful Pioneer Square. If you are interested in purchasing a condo or something like that here in the Portland Metro, numbers are right there. We love to take your phone calls and emails and texts. In fact, I just closed on a condo in the Alphabet District, which is to the east here, and it's not too far from Providence Park where the Portland Timbers play. And also Providence Park is turned into a nice place for concerts and outdoor venue. So, it is still happening. Condo market, in case you're wondering, is a little bit down. It's been down, matter of fact, all around the Portland Metro as far as inventory goes, sale price goes. Condos are hanging out on the market longer. So if you do want to make your way to Portland and pick up a condo, it's not a bad time to do that. You just have to understand that they don't appreciate like a house does. It's just by definition. That happens really in any metro area. But here in the Portland market, we've seen condos that sit there for, $250,000, and in 3 years, they go for $235,000. You just can't count on a large appreciation for a condo anywhere. There's a cool sign right there. Just in case you're wondering where in the world we are, who knows? Thanks for hanging out with me here on this short walk around downtown Portland. If you'd like to investigate any condos, any apartments to purchase, make yourself a resident of this downtown core, it's a good time to do it. You can give us a shout here at the Sadle Real Estate Team. I'm Brett Reckamp and love taking phone calls. We know this area extremely well, and if you want advice on different blocks, different buildings and so forth, we can help you out there. Which building you're in for sure makes a difference. There's some clients who just want to be in what they consider ground zero for a place here. They just want to hang out right in the heart of things. Boy, the restaurants here in Portland are top shelf. We have all kinds of food carts. It's Food Cart City, one of our nicknames, and you're not going to have a problem, especially if you like some international cuisine. You can find that all over Portland, downtown. Pop in, get yourself something delicious to eat at one of our carts.